Okay, the main story in this one is going to be about Rogers Hornsby in a case where it shows how single-minded and focused he was on baseball through whatever else was going on in his life. But first, we're going to start off with a couple other stories. It's funny how Major League owners will try to do stuff It's funny how Major League owners can be cheap sometimes, especially the ones in the olden days. Olden days, I guess. I don't know what I consider olden days. Anyway, William Baker, who owned the Philadelphia Phillies one time, built an extension over top of the wall to help prevent people from hitting home runs. Now, the reason for this wasn't that his team was giving up too many home runs. It was his star player, Chuck Klein, was hitting too many home runs. And he feared that if Chuck Klein broke Babe Ruth's record, that he'd end up demanding and getting a higher salary. And he felt that paying for an extension on the fence was going to be much cheaper than paying Klein more money for hitting home runs. On September 1st, 1890, the Brooklyn Bridegrooms, who end up becoming the Robins and then the Trolley Dodgers and then the Dodgers, played against the Pittsburgh Alleghenies, who become the Pirates, of course, in Major League Baseball's first ever triple header. In the morning game, Brooklyn wins at 10-9. The early afternoon game, they win 3-2, and then they end up winning the late game, the late afternoon game, by a score of 8-4, making it the first time that not only was a triple header played, but somebody actually swept another team in a triple header. On August 13th, 1897, Chicago pitcher Clark Griffith, in his 7th Major League season, throws his first Major League shutout. There was a reason for this. Griffith was a very superstitious person. He believed that shutouts were bad luck. I'm guessing he probably thought that it was going to be bad luck for the next game, or maybe the team as a whole. I don't know, because it's hard to lose games when you don't give up any runs. But that was the first game that he threw a shutout. And apparently there were stories where there was a couple times when he would see pop-ups that might end up allowing for the end of a game, where he's called to players and told them to drop it to allow someone to actually score. Now that's superstition. Now getting to Rogers Hornsby. Rogers Hornsby was a very single-minded and focused player. One time he was asked, what does he do in the wintertime when baseball season isn't on, when it's the off-season? And he said basically he just sits looking at his window, waiting for the snow to leave so that he can get out and start playing baseball. That single-mindedness and focus stayed through 365 days a year. In 1926, when he was managing the St. Louis Cardinals, and they were about to face the Yankees in the World Series, his mother unfortunately passed away, and her funeral was scheduled for the day before the World Series was supposed to start. Rogers Hornsby skipped the funeral because he wanted to be prepared for his game against the Yankees. When reporters asked him about it, whether, because of course it seemed like he wasn't going to miss a game over it, and you think you'd want to be there for your mother's funeral, his response was, well, I had a lot of preparation to do for my series against the Yankees. Mom would have understood. Anyway, thank you very much. This is the first set of these videos I'm doing. Of course, I've got my previous and next. It might be a little bit before I get the next one up there because I'm going to try to organize these things better. I just wanted to put some out there. And thank you for watching if you've been watching. If you haven't, then maybe someone who is watching should be telling you about it because you're missing out on possible good stories, and hopefully these videos get better. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. We got a previous and a next, and subscribe for when I start putting out more. Like I said, I'm going to try to organize them. I'm going to try to keep themes to each of the videos from now on. Anyway, thank you for the ones you've watched. If you've liked us, give us a like. I appreciate that. And of course, leave comments in the comments below if you have anything in particular that you want me to go back and research. I love researching baseball stuff. So, thank you very much, and have a good day.